Hello and welcome to my channel for news about reports for USA. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Let's begin. Hallmark's new Summer Nights movie The Magic of Lemon Drops is about alternate realities. However, Pretty Little Liars alum Ian Harding reveals, this is a romantic tale. Here is what Ian has to say about this new movie with Lindsay Fonseca that he fell in love with reading the script. Ian Harding talks about romance of Hallmark movie. Hallmark star Ian Harding recently spoke to TV Insider about his upcoming movie with Lindsay Fonseca called The Magic of Lemon Drops. This magical alternate realities rom-com is based on the Rachel Linden novel The Magic of Lemon Drop Pie. In this movie, Harding portrays Rory. He is a newly divorced dad who has returned to his hometown. He runs into Lolly, his ex-girlfriend. The two had broken up in an unsettling way and never spoke again. However, this encounter makes Lolly start to regret her life choices. Her aunt gives her 3 magical lemon drops. When she takes each one, she gets a day to live out a life path she didn't choose. One of those days includes what would have happened if she and Rory didn't split. However, not everything is swell in Rory's world. Harding reveals that his character is a little lost. Therefore, there is an opportunity for reconnection. Perhaps a new romance with Lolly? Ian further explained that both characters have come off of a loss. I think that makes for fertile romantic ground when you're not looking for something. That's usually when something comes along. Ian Harding wonders about his own choices. Even before the Pretty Little Liars alum finished Tracy Andreen's script for The Magic of Lemon Drops, Ian Harding fell in love with this movie. Now that he is a couple of years from 40, he has even thought about some of his personal choices and paths not taken that are part of this movie. He compared himself to Lolly in the movie. At this stage in my life, as I approach 40, you start to get to that place of if you had chosen this or if you had chosen that. Personally, I am unbelievably grateful and lucky for my paths, but her character feels that she had made a series of choices that weren't necessarily wrong but have led her to a place that isn't inspiring and maybe not what she wanted. Hallmark star in 2 major holiday productions this year. Although it has been a couple of years since Hallmark's stellar Ghosts of Christmas Always, Ian's first movie with the network, he is in a major 2024 production. He is part of the ensemble cast of the highly anticipated Hallmark Plus miniseries Holidays. His co-star is Erin Cahill. In addition, he is Lindsay Lohan's love interest in the Netflix Christmas movie Our Little Secret. This should also drop during the 2024 holiday season. The premiere of The Magic of Lemon Drops is on Saturday, August 24th, at 8 p.m. Eastern, on the Hallmark Channel. In addition, this new Ian Harding and Lindsay Fonseca movie will be available on Peacock up to 72 hours after the premiere. Ian Harding found himself at a crossroads in his acting career. After years of playing Ezra Fitz on Pretty Little Liars, he had transitioned to other roles, but none quite captured the magic and charm that his fans had come to adore. When his agent called with a new opportunity, he was skeptical. Hallmark? Wasn't that the network known for its feel-good, predictable holiday movies? But as he sat down and read the script for The Magic of Lemon Drops, something resonated with him. This wasn't just a typical love story, it had a depth and warmth that drew him in. The plot followed his character, a world-weary chef named Jack, who returns to his small hometown after a series of personal and professional setbacks. There, he reconnects with an old flame, Sarah, played by the effervescent Lacey Chabert. As Ian began filming, he was struck by the palpable chemistry between him and Lacey. It was as if they had known each other for years, even though this was their first project together. Their on-screen romance felt natural, unforced, and genuine. In between takes, they would discuss their characters' motivations, dive into the nuances of the script, and even share their own stories of love, heartbreak, and finding happiness again. One particularly memorable scene took place in the quaint candy shop, a set meticulously crafted to feel as though it had been plucked from the past. The shelves were lined with colorful jars filled with sweets, and the air was thick with the sugary scent of nostalgia. In this scene, Jack and Sarah reminisce about their childhoods while sharing a handful of lemon drops. As they talked, the conversation turned to what those lemon drops symbolized: bittersweet memories, the ups and downs of life, and the belief that sometimes, the most ordinary things could hold extraordinary magic. During rehearsals, Ian found himself reflecting on his own life. Like Jack, he had experienced his share of challenges and disappointments. The world of acting was not always kind, and the pressures of fame could be overwhelming. But just like those lemon drops, there were moments of sweetness that made it all worthwhile. The scene became more than just a part of the movie, it became a metaphor for his own journey. As the days of filming went on, Ian noticed something remarkable happening on set. The crew, the cast, everyone involved seemed to be caught up in the magic of the story they were telling. The director, a seasoned veteran of romantic dramas, had a knack for creating an environment where the actors felt safe to explore and express their emotions. The cinematographer captured the idyllic small-town setting with such warmth that it felt like a character in its own right, a place where dreams were rekindled, and love was always just around the corner. Off-screen, Ian and Lacey's camaraderie grew. They would grab coffee together, discuss the day's scenes, and even share advice on life and career. For Ian, who had often found the world of Hollywood to be isolating, this experience was a refreshing change. He realized that The Magic of Lemon Drops was not just a film about rekindling old flames but also about forming new bonds and finding joy in unexpected places. One evening, after a particularly emotional day of filming, Ian found himself alone on set, standing in the candy shop. The crew had gone home, and the shop was quiet, bathed in the soft glow of the overhead lights. He walked over to the jar of lemon drops, took one out, and held it in his hand. The scene they had filmed earlier that day had been a pivotal one, where Jack finally confesses his feelings to Sarah. It was a moment of vulnerability, of letting go of the past and embracing the possibility of a future together. As Ian popped the lemon drop into his mouth, he was surprised by the rush of memories that flooded his mind. He thought of his early days in Hollywood, the auditions, the rejections, and the roles that had shaped him. He thought of the fans who had supported him throughout his career, and the many times he had questioned whether he was on the right path. The lemon drop was both sweet and sour, a perfect reflection of life itself. The next morning, Ian arrived on set with a renewed sense of purpose. The film was nearing its end, and he wanted to give everything he had to bring Jack's story to life. He and Lacey filmed the final scenes with a mix of joy and sadness, knowing that their time together was coming to an end.